physical game, maybe on your offensive end than you guys were expecting?
A little bit. Just a tougher team won, so that's all to it.
Daniel, what do you think happened with all the turnovers? Was it the environment, the opponent, you guys, combination of all of that?
We were up, I don't know, 4, 6, and start turning the ball over. I'll take the blame. I'll take all the turnovers. Stronger passes. They were playing the passing lanes, so it's on me.
JJ, offensively, what was going on tonight? And then you pride yourself on defense, but it seems like you were up.
Just trying to be aggressive. Shots weren't falling like they have before. It's just a tough team. That's all it was. They played good D. They played better D than we did, so that's all that happened.
You guys took a vast majority of your shots. I know both of you have tried to be more aggressive. Was it kind of a conscious effort to? Nobody else is really hitting anything. I'm gonna try to score.
Yeah, I was trying to be aggressive. I felt like I got hacked. Didn't get the calls that I wanted. Kind of settled a little bit. Wasn't falling. Myself, John, and JJ, we shot horrible, so shots weren't falling down, but it's really not about the shots. I feel like at one point we had enough points, and we just needed to just play defense, and we didn't do that. We didn't get back. They just ran it down our throats and got a lot of layups, and that's all to it. Got to get back.
Offense starts the game up 2 of 12 from the field to a couple of point-blank shots by Jerson. The defense, but you guys still were sticking it for a while. Is that just defense playing tough and shoving them down, where eventually they just were able to outmatch you guys?
Well, we were right there. We were just playing, and we got a few. We got a few at the beginning, and they're long as well. So them deflecting balls and stuff. So I guess both, you can say.
Were you guys trying to get the ball at the end of the there at the end to get somebody else in line? Was there a set time you were trying to do it before you said fell on?
Yeah, that was the game plan. We were trying to get someone else to get the ball. That didn't happen, and no one wanted to fail. And we needed to. Maybe a little too late, but we still had enough time to get a shot off. So didn't fall. We're here.
JJ, was that last shot designed to get you the ball?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I thought the tougher team won. I thought Dinwiddie, who likes to talk publicly, backed it up, and I admire a guy for that. He just dominated the game at the end, controlled the whole pace of the game. We had no answer. And it's like I told Thad after the game, you said this is a bigger game to us than it is to you. It seemed pretty important to him after the game. So this is a big game. It's a tough loss. And, I think the game broke us down. We really could have absorbed that bad of shooting. We really could have from our 3 best players, 7 for 40. Had we just stuck to who we were, we talked about it at halftime. We couldn't take the halftime talk into the second half, which was to stop them in transition and get them in the half court. And I think they got 4 or 5 easy transition baskets to start the second half. So, in spite of it, we battled. I know how big it is to our fans, and I apologize that we couldn't pull it off. I think lack of experience in these situations. Nobody's been asked to be Dinwiddie's been in this situation before. Scott's been in this situation before. To be the main cog, and our guys have never been asked. Anybody on our team has never been asked to be nothing less than a role player, nothing more than a role player until today, or until this year. So we'll learn from it and we'll move on.
Under just the style of play where it's so physical, we're gonna have enough bodies to plan that out in the end.
Yeah, we were playing with tired guys. You know, we had 4 guys with 4 fouls. You know, it was a great win for them to come in this environment. It doesn't happen very often, and I'm proud of our effort. You also, but you have to try and think at the same time. Again, I saw shots I hadn't seen. You know, I saw execution I hadn't seen before, and it's going to be a great. Well, so to answer your question, you know, I mean, they're a physical team. You know, they didn't out physical us. I would say that. They just executed better down the stretch.
Turnovers are pretty uncharacteristic of you guys. Is that just a matter, like you said, some guys not being used to this type of game?
Well, who we played had everything to do with it. You know, they had a lot of length, and yeah, we were tired, and we made some, you know, lazy passes that I think were fatigued, but they had everything to do with it. You know, in spite of knowing that they were going to do these things, we couldn't execute and counter with it, and I think that's just. I mean, come on, let's face it. These guys were preseason 15th in the country, or whatever they were. We were picked last by 1 poll. I mean, we don't come close to their experience. So for me to ask this team, or all of us to ask this team to, at this point, to play perfectly and do what we say in this environment is asking too much. But I thought we were far enough along to somehow get it down to where we got it to, and then make the plays at the end, and we didn't, and they did.
You mentioned transition defense or the lack of it, and Danny Bejarano said the same thing when they ran the ball down your guys' throats. Is that one of the lessons that you can learn from this loss?
Yes.
Get back in transition defense?
Yes.
After the New Mexico State team, or game, or second team, was a little fragile. You know, it was a big win for them. Any concern in how they respond from a difficult loss like this?
I said they were a little fragile.
You described them as fragile, and that it was important for them to win that game because it could hurt them, like psychologically or confidence-wise, if they were to lose that one.
I don't know. Well, I didn't mean that when I said that. I thought by fragile I meant Daniel's knee is. We were banged up, but maybe I said it at the time. I meant it. I don't think this group has ever been fragile, so I have to backtrack. I don't think they've ever been fragile. They'll bounce back from this game. They're tough guys, but you know, Carlton had to, you know, had to take an injection before the game for his foot. You know, he sprained his foot badly yesterday, and the doctor said it'd be fine for him to play on it. It wouldn't hurt anymore if he damaged anything else. Daniel, we know he's playing on it. So, you know, our team's beat up, and we don't have the depth. But I would say if I going to use the word fragile, it would be the numbers and the stature of our health more than mentally.
Confidence after this game at all?
Confidence?
Yeah.
No.